Good afternoon, learners. I, Dr. Shantanu Mukherjee, Assistant Regional Director, IGNOU Regional Center, Kolkata, welcome you in this induction program for learners of July 2021 session. Today the induction program is for the learners who have enrolled themselves in the postgraduate diploma and certificate programs. Those students of postgraduate diploma and diploma mainly of 1 year duration, and the certificate programs are of 6 months duration. Generally, the postgraduate diploma and diploma consist of 32 credits, and the certificate program consists of 16 credits of various papers. We'll be going later on up these credits and all these things. First of all, I welcome you in the induction program. Induction program is the first counseling for you. The other counselings will be either taken in the study centers in the offline mode, that is face-to-face program, or maybe through e-learning, that is through either Facebook Live or other modes of e-platforms will be used, where the counseling sessions or the classroom teaching, as we understand, will be taken care of. So this is your first counseling session. This counseling session or the induction program is all about giving you an acquaintance about the open and distance learning system practiced in the IGNOU. And over the period of your studies, what we will be doing as a part of your program curriculum, these are some administrative things that you have to take care of, and other important facets of being open and distance learner in an open and distance learning system. IGNOU, as you know, is an acronym for Indira Gandhi National Open University. It's a open distance learning system. It was established in the 1985 in the memory of our late Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. Before that, of course, open and distance learning has flourished in the country in the form of another open university, state level open university in Andhra Pradesh, now known as B.R. Ambedkar Open University. But open and distance learning has a lineage in India from UK or United Kingdom, as you know. United Kingdom Open University was established in 1969, and IGNOU was established on the lines of UK Open University, and the various facets of IGNOU since 1985 have been followed by the practices of UK Open University, which is one of the most renowned open university in the world. IGNOU since its inception, it's more than 35 years now. It is 37 years running. So that university has grew in tremendous proportion. It has become one of the mega universities in the world, which has an annual intake of around 9 lakh plus students every year and a cumulative strength of more than 35 lakh students. So you can understand the kind of reach it has. It has 67 regional centers, including the Army, Navy and Rashtriya Rifles, Assam Rifles regional centers. Out of these 67 regional centers, 56 regional centers are for the civilian people, like the one of those regional centers is Kolkata Regional Center. Through this network, IGNOU is spreading the education throughout the country. Not only throughout the country, it is also has partner institutions in some of the countries of the world. So these institutions has only one motto. These institutions have only one motto, that is the spreading of higher educations and democratizing the higher education for the masses. As you know, in the conventional system, it is very difficult for any students to get into the conventional system without having certain percentage of marks and certain other prerequisites like age, and of course there is a certain amount of fee is also involved that has to be paid. Now IGNOU has tried to remove these barriers which are construed as impediments to the growth of the higher education in the country, in the form of it has opened its gates for everybody. There is no bar in case of age, in case of particular percentage of marks, or in case of, it's not also barred by the space and the time also. IGNOU offers its program twice in a year, in July and January session. So it improves the opportunity for a student who misses a particular session. He can always take in after 6 months another session will be coming out very soon. So it offers opportunity to the student who had somehow is deprived of or discontinued of his higher education because of certain obstructions. So IGNOU as a sense has a method which is applied in the larger realm of higher education to democratize education, making education accessible to all, bringing the education to the doorstep of learner rather than the students has to acquire education by coming to the institution. So with this network, IGNOU has a spread of length and breadth across the country. It has a study center in Ladakh as well as in Kanyakumari in the south, as well as in the remotest corner of the Arunachal Pradesh in the east and the western fronts also. So in a such a way, it has around 2,200 study centers across the country to cater to these 35 lakh students. So I welcome you in this mega university as one of the students of this mega university. And through this induction program, as I said earlier also, that this is the first counseling session or the first doubt clearing session that is being practiced in the IGNOU for the students who wants to clear their doubts in various aspects of their study. So this induction program is all about giving you an idea of what is open and distance learning is in a nutshell, and what are the different things you have to do apart from your study in order to be a successful learner of IGNOU. As I said, this counseling session is a doubt clearing session. So the most important part of a student life is attaining the coveted degree. So that can only be obtained if he fulfill certain criteria, like he either fulfill the this formative assessment criteria successfully. So IGNOU has devised a policy where the counseling sessions are made at the study centers. Counseling sessions are not compulsory, as in case of the conventional teaching. Counseling sessions or the classroom teaching is compulsory. You have to attend certain percents of attendance in order to be eligible to appear in the exam. In IGNOU, this criteria is not there. But of course, in certain programs which practical components are there, the attendance in this practical component is compulsory, but most of the components of a program is comprised of theory parts, which is not compulsory. But it doesn't mean that the counseling which is not made compulsory is irrelevant, it's not important. Mostly IGNOU has, as I said, is a system where the study centers are the entry point where students are being guided either through counselings or through various interactions through experts and teachers to acquaint them about the various facets of open and distance learning. So as a student, you need to have a study centers, and you must have chosen a study center for your study. Past 2 years we have been facing an unprecedented health problem in form of a pandemic, which has probably created a lot many problems in terms of social mixing, or rather I will say that people coming close contact to each other. So it has created a barrier in terms of conducting offline classes. It doesn't happen only to IGNOU, it has happened to all the education institutions around the world, where the classroom teaching has been compelled to be discontinued due to this pandemic. But as the situation is almost coming to a normal situation now, so we are also resorting to that old practices of classroom teaching or the counseling sessions to be conducted at study centers. These counseling sessions are comprised of generally 2 to 2.5 hours, and these counseling sessions are, as I said earlier also, the doubt clearing session. As a mature students of open and distance learning, what is being expected from you, you come prepare in the class that the study materials, either form of a printed materials or in form of e-materials, has already been provided to you, and you must have gone through, who have already received the study materials must have gone through the study materials, and of course encounter a little bit of surprise in the form of that these books are not written in the form of textbook, but rather in a very lucid and a structured way, where it seems that in the study material itself the teacher is inbuilt. That what does it mean? If you have gone through very carefully, you must have noticed that the study materials are divided into blocks. Each paper is generally divided into 4 to 5 blocks, and each block carries maybe 5 to 10 units. Units is tantamount to a chapter in a textbook, and if you have gone through one unit, you must have noticed that of course in the beginning there is, like all other structured textbook, it has one content which gives about the idea of, by going through the unit, what are all subjects you are going to learn. But immediately after the content, you will be notice you must have noticed, you'll be noticing must be that objective is clearly mentioned. What is the significance of mentioning or including objectives in the textbook? I must explain. Objectives that gives you idea about what are you going to learn by going through the unit. What are your objectives? That by going through the units you are going to learn certain things which are important to you, which is useful to you, and of course by objective also brings about the idea by learning that particular subject matter of the text, what are you going to gain out of that. So objective gives you a clear idea why are you reading that subjects. If you have that in your mind, clear in your mind, so you will be in a position to take the subject matter more purposefully and more objectfully, as I say. After the objective you have the text. It may be maybe few paragraphs or maybe few pages. After a particular period of time you will encounter one column where self-assessment questions are being given. These self-assessment questions are given for your own assessment of your study. Once you have gone through the subject, you must have gained some knowledge or some kind of a idea about that particular subject matter. Once you encounter these self-assessment questions, you try to give answers to those questions by your own words. If you are able to answer question correctly, you must be assured that your preparation is 100% and you will further progress in the text of the unit. If it is not, if you are unable to answer some of the questions given in the self-assessment question, your duty is to go back once again to the text and revisit the text, go to study once again and try to clear your doubts wherever you have certain matters which are yet being solved for you. So once you have done all this, you are coming to the class prepared. But still you have certain amount of doubts, certain clarification you may be needing as a student because you haven't become a master of the subjects. So you will be providing an expert in the form of a teacher in your classroom situation or in a e-classroom situation where he will be clearing your doubts. So what you are expecting from a teacher, unlike in a conventional teaching where the teacher is going line by line of the textbook or describing a subject matter in a class, and then only after the students are being satisfied he is moving to the other subject matter. But in this case it's not like that. You need to have own preparation, and what you are being helped in the classroom situation is through doubt clearing practices. These doubt clearing practices are not only between a teacher and a student, it can be between the peer groups, that is between a student and another student of the class. It may happen to you that you haven't learned a subject very well, but your fellow students might have learned that particular matter very well, so you can discuss and you clear your doubts. Classroom situation is also important for a serious students because IGNOU has two types of assessment. One is continuous evaluation, another is term end examinations or term end evaluation, that is summative evaluation. And both this summative evaluation, one is open book system in case of continuous evaluation, that is tutor mark assignment, and the term end examination is of course like any other examinations, which is based on subjective and objective questions in a exam hall. So what you need to do in a classroom situation, that you have that kind of a preparation, that you will be able to write your assignments by your own, because assignments carries 25 to 30 percentile of marks that will be added in your final grade marks. So it is important that you get good marks in the assignment papers. But it is our experience, and it has been widely researched also, those students who are coming to the class generally perform better in the assignments, because they have cleared their doubts in the classroom situation, other who have skipped classes and try to write their assignment by their own understanding. So classroom is a two-way beneficial to you. It gives you an opportunity to understand the subjects very clearly. You can clear your doubts, so your understanding, your grasp of the subject matter is more than the other. And of course you will be writing the assignments more correctly, more purposefully, more marks fetching way than the, of course, than the other students. So these are the parts of the counseling. Apart from this, you have certain form of counseling in terms of where you will be writing some dissertations or will be doing some project works, which will be not in a classroom situation. Maybe you will be going outside, you will be going to a site where you will be having collecting data, and you will be guided by one guide or a mentor. So that situation will be also a counseling session for you, but it's not in a strict term in a classroom situation. But nevertheless, it gives you an idea about the subject matter more better way when you go to the ground level, where the situations are presented in a case studies, and you will learn the subject matter more practical way. Like practical is also will be there, where you have to attend the practicals in the laboratory. So these are the things which will be compulsory for you. So that part will be taken care of by the study centers. Mostly some of these dissertation or the project works are being guided by the local counselors, which are approved for this guidance of these particular dissertations or projects. So will be help in that by these teachers. If you have any difficulty in finding this qualified teachers, we have uploaded the list in our IGNOU website, IGNOU RC Kolkata. The scrolling you can see is coming up. So you can visit that website and can have the access of that particular teacher also. We have given the details, address, phone numbers, and particular study centers he has been attached to, he or she has been attached to. So periodically you visit these sites and keep you abreast with the latest information, because our IGNOU site is very dynamic. IGNOU, you must be knowing, because you have taken online admissions through summer portal, so you must have visited our website. Along with our national website, you please visit to our regional center website also. And we have our channel in form of Facebook, and this our YouTube channel is also there. You can have our phone number also, email ID, so you can contact us anytime from Monday to Friday from 10 to 6. So if you have any doubt, always feel free to contact us use these channels to contact us. And you can always write a mail to us, the postal mail, to our official addresses. That also be answered. So always, as a mature learner, open distance learning, you try to gather as much information as possible of various sources that has been given, because unlike in the conventional system where you are going every day to the college or the university, where you'll be meeting various officials there, or maybe you'll be discussing with your peer groups, your fellow students, so you come to know about various requirements, like you have to fill up exam form, you have to fill up the re-registration, that means second year, or in your case it will be not there, because in other graduate or postgraduate students, they need to admit themselves in the second and third year subsequently. So all these aspects will be there. So you need to be a little bit informed, in the sense that you will not be have the access of, or that kind of a legacy of that conventional system that it offers in terms of full-time involvement. You must be also working somewhere, so it requires certain amount of involvement also there. So you need to have open and distance channels, various channels, where you can access this information at your convenient and from the comfort of your home. So next part will be coming to, of course, once I have discussed the assignment. Assignments, as I said, is a component, and it's an essential component, of course, where IGNOU provides the question papers, the assignment question papers in its website itself. So what you have to do is, at the start of the session, you have to go to the IGNOU websites, www.ignou.ac.in, where you have the option of downloads. Once you go to the downloads URL, you will click there and you will get the assignment portion, where assignments can be downloaded. It is given in both the languages, English and Hindi. So whichever medium you have chosen, according to that you download the assignments. Make sure that you have downloaded the correct assignments. Like if you are appearing in the June term in June 22, then of course you need to download only those assignments which will be submitted before 31st March. So likewise, if someone is appearing in December term in December 2022, so those assignments which are valid for September 30th, that is the last date, will be written over there in the assignment itself, where you have to download that assignments and only use that particular assignments for your assignment writing. Assignment can be written in the A4 paper with a margin at the left hand side and at the top. You draw a margin at the left hand side and the top, in order to give the evaluators enough space for writing his particular comments or global comments, or marking your answers. And always submit the assignments written by you in handwritten assignments in the study centers, because assignments in printed form or downloaded in some of the sources are not being accepted. So these assignments within the stipulated time, either 31st March or 30th September, have to be submitted excuse me, to the study centers. Once you have submitted the assignments in the study center, you will be given a receipt. You will be given a receipt by the study centers that you have submitted assignment. Excuse me. please collect those receipts and keep it with you, because it is important to keep receipt with you that you have submitted assignment, because once you have submitted assignments, that will go to the evaluators for evaluations, and you can only have the access of that particular evaluated assignments after 1.5 months of the submissions. So if you have submitted on 31st March or before that, you can have the access of that evaluated assessments only by 15th April per se. So 15th April, if you are appearing in the June exam, so June exam will start generally from the 1st of June. So you have only a little bit of 1.5 month time for going through the evaluated assignments. Going through the evaluated assignments is important because to learn where you have gone wrong, what you could have done, so improve your writing. So all these things are important to improve your term end examinations, because once you have written assignments, your 30% job is over. But of course 70% job is yet to be over, which is the bulk of the scoring you have to do. You have if you have taken cognizance of what are the mistakes you have made, it is expected that you are not making the same kind of mistake in the term end examination, which is carries the maximum marks. So be sure that you must collect the evaluated assignments from the study centers to acquaint yourself of the mistakes or the improvement you can make before going to the term end examination. Term end examination is conducted in IGNOU twice in a year, in the month of June and December. Due to pandemic, this year the schedule has little bit been, I will say that little bit of postponed or maybe pushed little bit of backwards. The December examination, which is going to happen in January, which has been little bit of delayed now because of again surge of this COVID virus. So but anyway, once you have filled up the form for appearing the exams, you have to give a declaration in the form itself that you have submitted assignment in the study centers. So that is a prerequisite for appearing in the exam. Term end examination, as I said, starts twice in a year. You can appear in the exam as you have prepared yourself. Maybe you have haven't prepared yourself for that exam. Maybe you have partly prepared. Maybe two papers you have correctly prepared, two papers you haven't. So you can always have the options of spilling over that particular unprepared examination in the next term end examination. It is better to have a good marks rather than a bad marks or a poor marks in an exam. So IGNOU gives flexibility in these terms, that it gives opportunity as for students to spill over his examinations in further sessions, where he can have more opportunity, more time for the preparation. Next, of course, once you are fill up the form, you have the access of the result within questions. Okay, I will be taking questions little. What is the time? Still have a few 20 minutes, so you can be taking questions maybe another 5 or 10 minutes maybe.
Just give in the chat box.
So whatever doubts you have, whatever questions you have, whatever queries you have, you can always write in the chat box, so we can access that and try to reach to you through that particular questions. Anyway, I'll be opening the sessions another maybe 5-7 minutes, where you can put forth your questions to me, your doubts, that I will try to clear it off as per my ability and knowledge. Of course, as I was discussed of the term end examinations, once you have given the term end examination has, of course, apart from the theory examination, practical examinations are also there that will be conducted simultaneously after the end of the term end examinations. So once you have given these examinations, you will be eligible for receiving the result. Generally, the results are being out, say, for 45 days. Once a result being out, you are given the options of you are not satisfied with your grade or marks. So within 1 month you can apply for the re-evaluations of the term and theory papers, not the practicals and the dissertation and the projects. Of course, only the theory papers you have the opportunity of re-evaluating. So within 1 month you have to apply for the re-evaluations. Once the re-evaluation is being done, your complete result will be available to you. Once the complete results are available in the grade card in the IGNOU website, you will be rest assured that your mark sheets and the provisional certificate will be delivered to your address of communication within 1.5 months of the completed declaration of result. So effectively you can understand that within appearing of the exam within 2.5 months, or maybe at the best 4 months, you will maybe 3 months, or maybe at the 4 months, maybe you have the access to your result. And of course the final grade mark sheet will be delivered within the 1.5 months, and the original certificate will be delivered only in the convocations. But for that you have to fill up the form that will be available in online platform in the IGNOU website itself. But that is of course generally the after declaration of result, maybe 1 year or 1.5 year, the convocation takes place for that particular session. You have to fill up the form, and once you fill up the form, you will be eligible to get the degree in the convocation. If you are unable to reach in the convocation in a particular day or the venue, you have the options of ticking there. You will be receiving in absentia at your home address or at your address of communication. So that facility is there, and that flexibility is always being offered to the students. And whatever communications you are making, my request is that you always keep a copy, either you through email or igram, or maybe through the postal mail. Whatever you are making, you making a communication to the regional centers, study centers, or the IGNOU headquarters, you make a copy of that, take a printout, and if it is a e-communications, then you keep there in your file. You make a file for IGNOU where the communication may be kept. Always write your enrollment number, your program of study, and your queries, your grievances in a very precise manner, so that we can take care of that. We try to resolve the problem as early as within the 3 working days. So these are the things I want to share with you. And of course there will be much more queries. I can see there are some of these queries coming on. So I would like to open the session for your queries and questions. Right, I can see some of these people have asked me. Just a minute, let me go through it quickly. Yeah, one BM is writing that he hasn't got any login ID and passwords. So for that, I must say that there is a link there in the summer portal itself. If you have gone through it, you must have noticed that there is a link after admission where you can click in and you have create you can create your new ID or password. The OTP will be sent in your RMN, registered mobile network. If you haven't received OTP, I suggest you that if you have done all this, still hasn't received a OTP from headquarters, you send an email to rckolkata.ignou.ac.in stating your problem, writing your enrollment number as I said and your program of study. So we'll be taking care of, we'll be generating the password for you and we'll be sending it to you for your use. Some of the people who have written regarding the study materials are either being given in the post, that is being delivered directly to the student addresses, or being given by the regional centers due to this pandemic. So those students who are within Kolkata, not outside Kolkata, we are calling them, we are sending email to them, and of course they are coming and collecting the study materials. For the outside Kolkata students, we are sending it by post, and Delhi is also sending some of the study materials to post. Mostly those programs which are newly offered are being directly sent by the Delhi headquarters to the student's address. Regarding the study centers, some of the few have already written the study center is not open, study center is not responding like that. I don't think that this problem will persist, because now the most of the higher education institutions are being open, and the study center in a due course of time will also be open on Saturdays, Sundays and other weekdays when it's usually open. So please go in the study center in the Saturday after 2 p.m. and Sunday in the study center opening hours, so you can have the interaction with the study center people there and you can have the access of their various facilities. Regarding the counseling, we have been so far in the past 2 years have been doing the counseling, e-counseling. So that e-counseling schedule and all these things are being sent to the official email address of the students. And you please log into your student ID and that the email you have given, because mostly we are contacting through email only. So please from time to time visit to the your email ID so you have the latest information. Someone is writing that of course if someone miss June he can appear in December. As I said, yes, of course, that is the flexibility IGNOU is offering to its students. I must say that you should be aware of your time limit. Like certificate programs which are being offered for the 6 months course, the maximum time limit is 2 years, that is 4 sessions. Likewise, diploma and PG diploma is also for 1 year, so its maximum time limit is generally 4 years. So whosoever is stretching his program a little bit, be careful about that he shouldn't exceed the maximum time limit. Within that time limit he or she can give the exam and submit assignments and all these things. opening the sessions.
Sir, just check it and you can answer.
I have answered most of the these queries given in the chat box. Now we can open the session.
It's it is only chat, so they have
only chat.
Okay.
Okay. So
last
so I have one Sujoy Mondol. I have enrolled in PG Diploma in July 2021 session. Now, what assignment should I take? July 21. So, PG Diploma means he has to take this March assignment, that's June. 31st March is the last date. So, he can take the 31st March assignments if he wants to appear in the June exam. Another is coming up. Study center is closed for the last 2 years. So where to submit assignments? Study center is now open. You will submit assignment in the study center itself. Apart from that, we have also one link of submitting online assignments that is available in our IGNOU RC Kolkata website. So you can go there and can submit the assignments. Where to download the assignments? I have already mentioned these questions from IGNOU website, national website ignou.ac.in. Assignment submission deadline, I have already said 31st March for the June term end. And then project topics for CPSCM, can I find it? Project topics, you have project guides. There is idea of what and all topics are being given. So project topics you can finalize with your teachers by going to the study center. Discuss with your fellow students and teachers and finalize students, because project topics can only finalize by you, not by the institution. St. Xavier's College. What about the St. Xavier's College? So I can think my study center is St. Xavier's College. Very good. Go there. Study. St. Xavier's College is open. So Ujma Khurshid wrote, I am also in 6-month certificate course. Do you have any idea for projects topic? No, projects topics you have to finalize by yourself in consultation with your teachers in the study centers. What is the exact deadline for assignment submission of the July session? No, it's June session. Exact deadline is 31st March as of now. Then of course for classes you have to visit to the study centers for the offline classes. If you have online class, then as I said, you visit your this email frequently, where the link and the schedule of your online classes will be sent periodically by the regional centers and the by headquarter. So then of course we are coming to DC Raja Datta. We took admission July. Today lecture is the first comments of kindly how you track our session. As I said, go to your email and I don't know, you must have received this link by email only. So like that you will be receiving the link of the other counseling session. Either if there is a online counseling sessions, you will be getting the link in your email. If there is a offline counseling session, you have to go to the study center. So please go to the study center, because now study centers are open in Saturdays and Sunday. Haven't uploaded PGDS and before the students. When we receive it? No, if you have uploaded online, that list will be with you, because that is through Google form only. So that will be one. You can go to the site and can download your submission status there. And creative writing. Suraj, whether you have to submit a project postgraduate diploma food management, that you have to go to your project guide, and a project guide has been given with your study materials. You go and find it out. Uh, uh, Classes for as I said, if it's e-class, then of course email will go to your registered email ID. If it is all offline class, the offline class will start soon. It will be conducted at the study center. There will be no email. You have to go to the study center and check in the notice board. The details will be given there. Study materials not received. Study material, as I said, if it is within Kolkata, you'll be receiving one email regarding your receipt of study material. If it is outside Kolkata, it will go by post, both from headquarters as well from the regional center. What will be the examination mode? Online, offline? Always term end examination. As of now, offline. There is no online examination. Where do you find? I said ignou.ac.in downloads. Go to the downloads and find your assignments. Someswar Road, could you please tell me assignments? Let me know when the assignments date for the PGDOM. This is a very big question. He hasn't written any session. Then when will you assignment updates of PGD? Visited my study centers, Sukanto College, and they told me that the submission deadline will be extended. Is it true? No, we don't know whether it will be extended assignments. So as of now, it is 31st March for the June exam, June this year exam. Sir, I have already submitted assignment deadline. Was I also supposed to? No. Aninita Ghosh, you don't need to if you have already submitted assignments online. Fine. Suraj wrote how he will find out his guide by going to the study center or visiting our RC Kolkata website. He can find his guide. Raja Dotto, what about the ODL courses? Till that ODL courses means I don't understood. Maybe he is talking about the SLM study materials. Study materials will be receiving email or by post. Joyশ্রী Chakraborty, I am student of PGT land. Kindly tell me whether we have to do our project report by our own. Yes, you have to do your project by your own, but you can always consult your teacher in your class regarding choosing of topics and all these things. Shreyoshi wrote, when do we have to complete our project? The deadline for the project is given in the project guide. Generally, the projects are submitted session wise. If you are for the June, that is almost like assignments. It's before the 31st March. Misinformation go to weekdays. No. Weekdays study centers are generally not open. Only on Saturdays and Sundays. Few study centers open in some of the days like Wednesday. So you have to go to the study center to know all this. Komal wrote, when is our first year MCOM exam? What is the session? Komal, you haven't written. Aparajita Panda wrote, sir, is showing assignment submission status not found. So assignments, if you have submitted assignments and it's showing not found, that means he's still in the evaluation stage. PGDOM is the first year course, am I right, sir? Yes, it's a 1 year course with 2 semesters, operating management. Jan 2000 exam কবে হবে? এখনো জানি না কবে হবে, তবে শিগগিরই হবে. Sanjana Jaju wrote, then Sagnik Adogrog, I have taken admission on January to the certificate course but did not submitting assignment on December. When I have to submit it? June. 31st March, as I said. Komal Gupta's session is 2021 doesn't signify anything, whether it is January or July. Please write. Will this the first class going on offline, sir? Yes, of course, it's the first counseling session, but of course there will be many more like that, or maybe online session will also be there in the study center. So we have taken almost all the questions in the chat box. So practical classes, as the situation is improving, of course it will be done offline. If it is not, it will be informed. And what is your subject? Joyashree Chakraborty. January 2021, Komal Gupta. So you have missed the bus. If you can appear in the June 2022 now, it's very well. You could have appeared in the December 2021. As I said, if you are appearing in December 2022 BM, then of course you have to follow the assignments which have been submitted on and before 30th September 2022. Priya Pashan, I recently visited my study center. No, that deadline nobody can extend, not Sukanto College nor me. That competent authority can only extend. So don't wait for the extension. Prepare yourself as of that you have to submit within the 31st March. Then Sanjana Jajur again wrote, कोई भी क्लास नहीं हो रही है, how will give exam? That is true. क्लास नहीं हो रही है, कौन सा सब्जेक्ट है आपकी, राइट लिखिए, so you can write it down. And Joyashree Chakraborty PGD LAN. So she will have a class in the regional center itself, in the regional center computer lab. So please come and contact Topon, Mr. Topon there about your PGD LAN program. एमकॉम की क्लास नहीं हो रही है, ये तो एमकॉम के लिए इंडक्शन भी नहीं हो रही है, आप कैसे घुस गई? एमकॉम की क्लासेस ऑनलाइन तो हुई है, लिंक आपके पास भी गया होगा. संजना, then of course Sohaili Pal, sir, I have admitted in PGDM Mass Communication current batch. Current batch doesn't signify anything. I have not got books, no detail of the examinations. That means she is talking about this January. Will be PGDT assignment last date वही 31st March. Subodip Dotto, my subject is PGD IBO and regions 21 batch. What is your query, Subodip? Joyce, okay, sir, thanks. Okay, we can end the session because it's already time 1 hour. We can, of course, as I said that of course you have any doubts or queries, grievances, please write in igram, email, postal address you have. So you always be contacted. We have given the phone number also, email addresses, website. So you are free to interact with us, with the study centers, with the headquarters. Good luck and best wishes for your further study and the exams. Thank you all.